Hey guys, I apologize first off for setting up our Zoom schedule the same time you had algebra. I caused stress and anxiety with doing that. Um, Shout out to Kara who let me know during the Zoom chat. So thank you all for putting up with that, and I apologize if I caused any stress. I'm going to make this short video to cover what I was going to in the Zoom session for you. So our AP exam is exactly 1 month from today. You might be feeling stressed, you might be feeling anxious. Yeah, there's only 1 month left before you get your shot at college credit. Let me pepper that with some good news though. This is the best time to take a world history AP exam right now. The exam only covers 1200 to 1900. So not even the whole course. It is only one question and 45 minutes long. That's it. The probably fastest and easiest way to possibly earn college credits are right there at your fingertips. So this is the best time, I think, in history to take an AP exam. Okay? Let's spend a moment to look at what the question is going to be. I was surprised, for those who came into the Zoom session, that the type of question people were thinking it's short answer. I thought so for a long time, but I posted an update a while ago about this. The exam question has changed. We know exactly what type of question is going to be asked. You ready? It is not short answer. It's an essay. You'll be writing an essay in 45 minutes. So you are familiar with this. You have done this before with your thesis, with your context, with your body paragraphs, and your complexity. This is stuff you already know. Except one difficult challenge that they're going to throw in there, okay? It's not your traditional long essay question. It's a DBQ, a document-based question essay. Face value, you might be a little worried about that as well. Like, oh man, we didn't practice that. We didn't practice DBQs. You're right. We did not practice DBQs. However, a DBQ essay is probably just, think of like your regular essay you're used to and add 2 more steps to it. And not that big of steps either. And you're done. Okay? So it's not as bad as you think. So one question, and it's one essay. However, I want to stress, probably the biggest challenge for you is that this question is going to be answered in only 45 minutes. Meaning, you have 45 minutes to write an essay based off of 3 documents. That's a little challenging. So, I have decided to do my best to simplify our review process together and also reform our course of action. I want to change things up to better fit this review schedule. I've decided to give you that spring break off because I think we all deserved it and we all needed it. But now we need to get back into business. So I need to tell you something very important right now. If you have a sheet of paper, write it down. If not, sear it into your head. You have 2 jobs from now until May 21st. You need to do 2 things. Ready? 1. Review the content. Review the history. Okay? That's 1. 2. Practice document-based question essays. All right, so learn the content, practice the question. So, how are we going to do that? Well, I'm going to use this time in this video to show you the changes that we'll do in our course so that you can best be prepared to do those 2 things. The biggest change in this course that you need to be aware of. Scroll down. We are going to have every day of the week a Zoom session. And I know, given how the Zoom session worked out today, you might be thinking, "Oh boy, more stress. Here's Mr. Curry. He's gonna, schedule a Zoom session while I'm doing science." No, actually, we have a teacher schedule that we're all following. Okay. Yeah, it's not loading, but just imagine there's a teacher schedule here. Okay, an Excel sheet, where we all signed up for times of the day to do Zoom sessions. And I thoroughly checked the courses that you are in and found that there are days off or time periods that are open. Okay? If I'm wrong, please message me, because some of you might be in unique courses. But let's just take a moment to look at our daily Zoom schedule. Tomorrow, okay, we're going to meet tomorrow because it's every day. But Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, basically every day other than Thursday, we're going to meet every day from 2:45 to 3:15. Only a half hour. And that's what it is. These are just half-hour sessions, okay? Shorter than our regular class periods. So, this is what the schedule looks like. I know I'm starting this in the middle of a week, so the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, a little strange. So I just want to fast forward to our next full week. Mondays and Tuesdays will be content review days. Your first responsibility. Your job is to review the history. So every Monday and every Tuesday, we are going to do exactly that. Okay? You're going to log into Zoom, and it's going to be just like a face-to-face lecture or presentation about, hey, what are the main ideas? What are the main things you need to know? What are the best ways I could remember them? What could we, what's the best way to just study that content? So throughout the week, 2 days a week, we're doing the first thing. Practice the history. Look at the history, okay? And next week, we're beginning Unit 4. So 1450 to 1750. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 3 days of the week. The majority of the time, we are doing the second responsibility you have. Practicing questions. I know it's scary. It's a DBQ essay. It's, spooky. We're not used to that. But the more we practice it daily, face-to-face on Zoom, the more prepared you'll be. Many of you play sports. Many of you know that in order to do best on game day, you have to have practices. So that's exactly what we're doing. That's why we're meeting every day. Okay? Because college credit is on the line. And it's the easiest opportunity to actually get it. So I want to do that for you. Let's get that college credit, guys. Okay? So as you can see, it goes down all the way to the day right before the test. As we get closer, I will extend the length of these Zoom sessions for you if you request, as well as offer weekend review sessions if you'd like. And how do I join the Zoom session? This is great. For tomorrow, just click your Zoom schedule, and the link is right there for you. So at 2:45, click the link here, and you'll be transported right into our session, and we could get to work, rock and roll. Okay, so the course is getting a little bit more intense, isn't it? I'm having you do Zoom sessions every day, and I told you why. We need to prepare. And just keep in mind that it's 2:45 every day except Thursdays. On Thursdays, it's 1:15 to 1:45. Why? Because many of you have health on Thursdays at this time. Okay, so let's just back out of this. There we go. And yes. Okay, so that's the first thing, how we're changing the course. Zoom sessions every day. The next big change. Pay attention. You see this here, what's due when? You guys are used to these discussions, quizzes, And not so much this. We haven't really done this yet, but you're used to the discussions and quizzes, right? Well, I'm getting rid of those. I'm getting rid of discussion, getting rid of quiz. In its place, I am going to assign a timed DBQ essay on Fridays. Except this Friday, okay? Because we just started. I'll give you the due date. I will update this momentarily. So after you watch this video, I recommend that you look at this site. But I want you to write, the goal is to write 3 DBQ essays for a grade. And I'll grade them lightly, all right? Because I know the situation. However, I think it's important to actually practice doing it timed. We'll do 3 essays together. It'll become easier, especially when we practice this stuff every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We're going to be practicing how to do this. Okay? So we're getting rid of discussions, getting rid of quizzes, tests, none of that. We're going to do essays. Think of like we're doing the AP question that you'll be doing for college credit in a month instead. And I think that's so much better. That's a better use of your time in terms of preparing for this test, right? Okay, so I think after that explanation, you should know, quick review, you have 2 jobs. What's the first one? What's the second one? Well, I hope you said learn the content, review the content. And for the second one, I hope you said practice. Please continue to visit your modules, do the brief reading that I gave you to quickly review the content. Please show up to the daily Zoom sessions. Everything that I'm planning for you is for your success. I have your success in mind. And when we have college credits hanging this low for us to grab at, we need to strike fast. Because you have the best chance at getting those college credits right now compared to any other year you'll ever take AP. So let's do this thing, all right? I will see you all soon. In fact, I'll see you tomorrow, and it'll be very nice to see your faces. Then we could get to work. So be prepared to do a content review day tomorrow for Unit 2, Networks of Exchange from 1200 to 1450. I miss you all, and I'll see you tomorrow.